everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Cobweb. So, I don't know, kind of excited. I heard it's very scary, so that's kind of interesting. And tonight's the night for me to do it, right? 5.9 on IMDb, but only 7,141 people rated it so far. That's not a lot. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. So I must be very, very excited. But it's a little boy, 8 years old, who decides to start investigating knocks in his house. It's supposed to be really scary. I heard this probably on TikTok or something like that. Who's in it? Antony Starr is in it from what you call it? Jeepers Creepers. The Boys. He's also in The Covenant. I didn't realize he's in The Boys. But other than that, I don't know anybody else. So nobody stands out to me. But I'm excited, and I have the hiccup, so you can tell. So we'll see. I'm going to get into it. It's an hour and 28 minutes long. We'll see what it's like. Ooh, stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody. We're at the credits of Cobweb. I have to say though, I was obviously very excited to share with you that this was... Is it the scariest movie of all time? I think that's kind of the vibe I got or something. I don't know. Somebody shared something with me about it. I don't know. But it was good. It is actually, I want to check out that girl's name. No. Anyway, I'll find it. Here it is. Because I've seen her in other things, right? Come on. Alright. Lizzy Caplan. Sorry. Lizzy Caplan. You've seen her in a lot of different things. So she's in this. And besides the guy from The Boys. And like outside of like me being tired, and I was tired coming into this, I don't know if you can tell that, like I wasn't on my phone. You know, I did start to nod a little bit, but not because of the movie. The movie's also dark. You know, and that kind of, you know, like dark visually. But other than that, like I'm actually looking around now because it is a little creepy. You know, like I think I'm starting to see things. But you know, anyway, so it does that to you, and so applause to those who did this movie because it was really, really interesting. Lizzy Caplan and the guy from The Boys play parents of this young 7-year-old boy who they just live in his house, and he gets bullied at school, which like anyway. But that's a side story. And well, I mean, the only good part about that was the substitute teacher kind of recognizes it and wants to protect her student. So great. I love that. Love that aspect of it. I love a substitute teacher, any teacher who's trying to protect their kids. And, you know, and so she's kind of involved in the movie. So great there. I mean, the whole movie was good, but I like that. Not the whole movie. But, so that's kind of a side story. It only kind of brings her into it a little bit. But at home, he's hearing things against the wall. He's having nightmares. You know, he's hearing voices, all that kind of stuff, trying to figure out what's going on. And so, you know, scary. And like the parents are kind of like, you're dreaming. Like I would. You know, my little guy, if he has a little, like, hey, I'm hearing stuff. It's like, dude, calm down. Nobody's here. You know, I'm here. I'm right next door. Don't worry about it. You know, I'd be the same way that his parents were, I think, for the most part. Like, hey, it's only in your mind. It's nothing here. Nobody can get you. I can protect you. Blah, 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 blah. Well, that might not necessarily be the case in Cobweb. So, a lot more to it than that, and I won't go down all of it because the intrigue is a big part of it, of what's really going on. And at first, like, I'll say this, like I'm watching this and I'm watching these parents and, you know, the kid does some stuff, whatever. And I think to myself, watching this movie, probably about 35 minutes in, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Sometimes I don't think I'm the best parent. I don't give my kids enough attention. Well, I'm a much better parent than I thought they were. So it's like, I feel better. Anyway, so keep that in mind when you watch this. But anyway, with all that aside, it was very, very interesting. There's a lot of aspects to this movie. I mean, there are masks that they use in this movie. Like, it was a great job choosing those masks. And I know you're like, what are you talking about? If you haven't seen it, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But it's not part of, like, the whole scary part of it, but it adds to it. It's like that was a great job. I mean, the attention to detail on that piece alone was impressive. The way it was shot, the darkness of it, right? Like I said, it's kind of dark. And that kind of stuff, it's like people are just so smart. And it really works. It really works. Now, scary movie. Liked it a lot. I really did. And it's like an hour and 20 minutes. I think it was an hour and 20. I said it was an hour and 28. I think 8 minutes with credits. Maybe not that long. I don't know. Maybe an hour and 25. It's not that long. And you don't need it to be any longer than it was. Although, I do think, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about the ending. I have my theories on the way you could have done it better, but mine are really outlandish and different than I think a lot of people would accept. But, you know, that was the only piece that got me, was the ending. But oddly enough, if you've seen my reviews before, you know a lot of movie endings change the entire movie, and it's like, wow, so much better, make it to the end. This was the exact opposite. The ending didn't matter to me. You know, I don't know why. You know, like, I think it could have been done differently, that I would have liked. And maybe other people, whatever. And maybe a lot of you are happy with this ending. But for me, it didn't make or break it for me. I'm going to repeat myself. I think it could have been done better for me, but it didn't make or break. I think the other 1 hour and 23 minutes of this movie were good enough. And the ending really had no significance. That's odd. That's rare in a movie like this. So there you go. That's what I got. Like, you're probably thinking, will you end this movie review? But hopefully that's helpful. That very interesting to me as I talked myself or us through this. So there you go. Check it out if you like scary horror movies. You might enjoy this one, or you might be like, man, I'm never listening to that guy again. But either way, I got to enjoy, or I got to share with you what I thought of the movie. So, Cobweb, check it out. Wow. Ooh. What am I giving it? Like 6 or 7. It's a 6 because I didn't like the ending. Would have been a 7 if they would have checked with me first and said, Jeff, how would you like to end this? And I could tell you. So, I'm gonna do that. Hold on. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Okay. Spoiler alert is substitute teacher comes over. This is the alternate ending than what we got, right? The substitute teacher comes over to the house as a hero. Very happy that she did that. But I think she comes in and she gets wrecked. Right? What happened to the guys in the masks? What happened to everybody else, you know? And the next scene we get, we have no idea. The next scene we get are people showing up, like police, ambulance, whatever. All those kind of people, finding all these people. Credits. Boom. That's the way you end this one. Just leave it like that. You don't know what happened to the girl. You don't know what happened to the boy. Leave it like that. What do you think? Let me know. I don't know. I think that would be cool. And I only gave it like 5 minutes of thought. Let me overthink it, and I'm sure I could even make that better. Probably not. But anyway, that's it. Hopefully, if you stuck with me this long, I really appreciate it. At least I'm not alone. You know, what do you guys... Yeah, there's nobody else here. All right, thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.
Thank you.